What about an edgy smoke? That's a good name. Yeah, edgy smoke. It's actually vape smoke. Okay, keep moving. He vapes and it makes a cloud of smoke, and then like you can't see anything. Oh, he vapes. um, Everyone, strap on your pants. Let's talk about Valorant. So we're going to be talking about Omen today. He is a character in the game Valorant. He's really exciting. Our last character breakdown, we just did a Phoenix character breakdown. We discussed all of his abilities, the way they are used, and how to play the character. Phoenix looked really cool. We just got a Twitter reveal for the guy. We're hopefully getting more Twitter reveals in the coming days. Hopefully we can get an Omen character reveal because we actually don't have any gameplay on the guy. We basically have no footage, so keep that in mind as we're talking about these things. Some of these abilities are going to be kind of foggy because we don't really have them to confirm. We've just heard from playtesters the abilities, and I've heard some mixed things. But I'll give you a basic rundown on what Omen does, what you're going to excel with when you're playing this character, what position he might be playing, and then also who might be looking forward to playing Omen, what type of person you might be if you're looking for this character. So I have some info that I haven't heard anybody talk on because it was translated. Well, I guess they talked on it, but it was like in French. Thank you for Stylesy for translating some of this stuff, and it sounds super cool, dude. So let's get into it. But before we get into it, be sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel down below. Join the Discord. We have so many freaking awesome people in there. I keep forgetting to turn the chat on. Look at all these cool guys right here. These guys are really dope. You can talk to all of them in the Discord. They're all hanging out there, and we freaking love you. Spider's like, hi. Where do we start? Who is your boy Omen? Okay, Omen is like a shadowy character, dude. We're going to be breaking down his abilities, how they function, and then the way that players use these abilities to give them a tactical advantage. So let's get into it. Who is Omen? He's a big shadowy dude. I put a little photo here. This isn't official art. This isn't even for Omen. This is just a hooded guy that I looked up, but it was the closest thing to Omen that I could see, dude. He wears a hood. He's definitely a little edgy, so if you're a little edgy, you might like Omen. I'm a little edgy. I kind of like Omen, but Omen hunts in the shadows. He renders enemies blind, teleports across the field, then lets paranoia take hold as foes scramble to uncover where it might strike next. That's a little edgy. That's a little edgy. Seems to be a sneaky agent. He thrives on not being seen / getting behind enemies. It's really cool. I don't know. He's a cool dude. He seems interesting. His first ability that we're going to go over is his signature ability. Every character has a signature ability that they start the round with. This is going to be his. It's called Dark Cover. Omen casts out a stealth ethereal orb that bursts into an obscuring sphere of shadow at its final location. It can be charged to increase distance. This is weird wording. I've heard from other sources that the way that this ability is used is you can place it anywhere on the map and you can control the speed at which it drops. This says you can control the distance that it goes. I'm not sure if he casts it from his person or if he casts it like Brimstone where he drops it from the air. It could be either or. If it is the air one, I kind of like it for this character better. I'm going to be honest. But either way, this is going to be interesting. The thing to keep in mind is that this orb is stealthed until it meets its final location, it sounds like. So they won't be able to see this coming. It'll just appear and it'll be a giant smoke and it'll be like really crazy. So more or less, it's just another vision obscuring ability. So it doesn't sound like anything crazy. There's a lot of vision control in this game. I'm hoping that this one it has a little bit more to it. I hope that it's the one that drops from the sky and it's stealthed and then it just kind of appears. That'll be interesting. I hope there's something else to it. We'll have to wait and see. But we just have a lot of vision disruption already, so that's kind of why I feel that way. But what about an edgy smoke? That's a good name. Yeah, edgy smoke. It's actually vape smoke. Okay, keep moving. He vapes and it makes a cloud of smoke, and then like you can't see anything. Oh, he vapes. His next ability is going to be called Paranoia. So you have to purchase the ability. It sends out an ethereal shadow in a straight line near setting anyone that it touches. The way that this sounds is that it makes a shadow like run at you. That's not how it does. Apparently what it is it is a stealth like a beam or like shadow or something that he sends out. It can go through walls and it is invisible. It reduces the player's vision when it hits them. It makes it so they can only see like a certain distance in front of them. This is an interesting ability. I like that it can go through walls because if it couldn't go through walls, then it would be very difficult to use, right? If I'm going to step out and fire this at somebody so that they can't see me, that doesn't sound like it's going to work too well. That sounds like I'm going to step out in a tactical shooter and I'm going to get shot. So the fact that like you can fire this through walls, it seems like it's going to like require you to know your angles. So if I'm going to peek an edge and I know where somebody's going to be playing, I can fire this through the wall, hit that person, and then if I have my timing down, like I've played enough Omen, I can now peek this corner at the time that they got blinded and take them out. That would be interesting. That'd be really cool. But yeah, sends out a shadow through the wall to blind them. I hope the radius is pretty decent as well. I hope it's like not like really tiny, like really thin. I hope it's like a big shadow, dude. That would be really cool. What if I just like shadow wave them and it like fires like this big beam? That would be interesting. So his next ability is going to be called Shadow Walk. After a delay, he will dematerialize and teleport a short distance. It's a Reaper TP, basically. That's what it was compared to. It looks very like it. They used the word short distance for Jet, too, with her dash. And I wanted to clarify that the Jet short distance was actually a pretty fair distance. It wasn't just like 2 feet in front of her. It was like she dashed like a whole hallway, pretty much. So that's something to keep in mind. We don't know what short necessarily means, but we're hoping that it's not like... It'll be a strong ability. I can almost guarantee you that. This ability might be useful for crossing doorways without enemies seeing. He seems like a very stealthy character. So what I wrote down is, imagine you're like holding mid window on Mirage, like you're playing CSGO, you're holding mid window, and instead of somebody peeking you from the left where you would expect them, they peek you from the right side because he used this teleport to get across. That would be really like a really tricky thing for him to do. Or maybe you're playing Omen and you get pinned down in a position while you're lurking. Maybe you kill somebody and now they realize that you are there. You can use this ability to get out. That would be really interesting. His ultimate ability here is going to be called From the Shadows. He selects anywhere on the map, anywhere, you heard it here, anywhere, and he will teleport there and reform. When arriving, he appears as a shade that will go back to the original location if killed. So when he arrives there, it takes him a second. He is a shade, like rising from the bottom. If that shade gets killed, he will teleport back to his original location. If the shade completes, he will transform into himself with his gun, and he will be there. He will be incorporeal for a short time. I butchered that word. It means that he can't be killed, I think. I think it means that he's invincible or something like that. It literally can teleport anywhere on the map, makes a really loud noise when it's used, and it takes a second to cast. But he is invisible for a short time when he gets there. So this is going to be a pretty strong ability in that regard. I don't think that it's going to be amazing, though, at like a larger or a higher... Sounds broken in lower levels. That's what people have said. Like, it's going to be very strong against lower tier players, but the fact that it announces itself, I don't think it's going to be amazing, right? You'll have like a very good idea of where he's coming from. So, say you're a player, you're looking at Omen, you think that he looks really cool. What is the strategy when you are playing this guy? Omen rewards being where your enemies least expect you. So if you're hitting them with abilities like Paranoia, it might prove to be difficult when they see it coming. Like I said, if you step out and you use an ability like this, they're gonna see it. They're gonna see you using this ability. It'll be like it probably won't land. Or if you use it through a wall and know where they're playing, that'll be a little bit better. But I was thinking, what if you use this on somebody who doesn't see you, right? Maybe you're flanking a site, you use it on somebody to like disable them, and then you kill somebody else. Maybe you get the flank on somebody like this, but that would be interesting. Using it in a place where people don't expect you. Also, being able to lurk one location will majorly benefit him, right? So playing side lanes and looking for rotates, this would be really good for a character like Omen. Maybe your team's pushing A and you're playing at C. You're playing like Alt C or something, and you're waiting for them to make noise at A, and then people from C coming to rotate. They don't expect you to be there. You kill them. And then look at this. Now, like I said earlier, now you're in trouble. Maybe they know that you're there. Maybe the team's like holding you down. Maybe they're trying to finish you off. You can use Shadow Walk to get you out of trouble because it's a teleport. You're not running across the screen. You are teleporting across the screen. So if you're pinned in a corner, you can use this to get to maybe the exit and walk out. That'll be really interesting. His abilities seem like they're meant to get him out of trouble and in position. Beyond that, like I said, his ultimate, say you get a kill with your ultimate and then you just teleport back to your team. That's totally a thing that you could do. I think that he'll really excel as a lurk character. Who should main Omen? What types of players should main this character? Solo players should. If you like to not listen to your team and do your own thing, this might be the guy for you. If you like just to ignore people and like, I'm going to go lurk, dude. You guys go do something else. I'm going to go lurk. Then that's awesome. When I play League of Legends, I like to backdoor. I like to just go backdoor, and then when my team needs me, sometimes I teleport in. Sometimes I just take an inhibitor. So it doesn't really matter. It's really like, it's up in the air what I do. But this is going to be a good character for solo players. Players who thrive on deception. If you like to be like really sneaky beaky, like if you like to play those mind games, like they'll get in people's heads. You ever have it where like you get killed by a lurker and then you're like super scared for the rest of the game? You're like, where is that lurker playing? Where is he at? That's going to be Omen. If he kills you, you're going to be wondering, where's this bitch hiding again? You know, stuff like that. He's going to be here for edgy players too, dude. If you like this edginess look of him with like his hood and he's got like the Grim Reaper look, he's a little edgy. Let's be honest. Let me know what you think though. What character do you plan on maining on release? Is Omen your type of character? I kind of like Omen. I think he looks interesting. I might give him a shot. I don't know if I'm gonna main him necessarily, but like he seems all right. Yeah, I'd be interested in playing him. We just recorded a video on Phoenix, so feel free to check that out as well. They'll probably be uploaded in that order, so it's probably live. Out of all the characters, I personally really like Cypher. I'm probably gonna play a bit of Cypher. We haven't done our talk on him yet. We're not gonna do it today. We'll probably do that on another day, maybe Tuesday or something, or maybe Wednesday. We'll have to see, but. I like Cypher because he seems like just weird enough where I don't think anybody will play him, but he seems like just interesting enough where like he could be good, you know? So that's what I'm looking for with him, but you missed the bottom of the Overwatch picture. Did I? Oh, I'm really the worst. If you made it this far in the video, though, be sure to subscribe to the channel, like the video, and join the Discord. You can join all these awesome people in chat. You see them memeing, you see them hanging out. They are an absolute hoot, and I freaking love them all, okay? Thank you guys so much, and thanks. Yeah, thanks for watching.